United Nations negotiate the release of hostages as the war between Hamas and Israel rages on. How will the conflict affect the geopolitical climate?
A woman surprisingly gave birth during an NFL game this past Sunday. What game and what stadium were they born in?
As the weather gets colder, the possibilities of snow becomes ever more true, especially to our north. How close are we to a winter wonderland?
And the Kent State women's soccer team punched their ticket into the MAC tournament and play their last regular season game later this week.
This is TV2 News.
Good morning, Kent State University and Portage County.
I'm Logan Merkle.
And I'm Cale Breuers.
And this is TV2 News.
The Portage County Board of Commissioners will host an emergency meeting at 9 a.m. Tuesday at the Portage County Administration Building. The meeting will take place in the Commissioners' meeting room located on the 7th floor of the building. The sole purpose of the meeting is to consider and establish a Portage County employee wage scale for the 2024 budgetary year.
In Ravenna, Ohio, Means Jobs of Portage County is hosting a job fair. The fair will take place at Reed Memorial Library on 167 East Main Street on November 2nd from 4 to 6 p.m. Expected employers are at the fair range from the U.S. Army to the Kids Toy Company Step 2. To learn more information about the event, be sure to call Ohio Means Jobs Portage County at 330-298-4528.
The Aurora Police Office has issued a warning. They have recently received complaints of a spoofing scam that involves spoofing the Aurora Police Department's phone number in an attempt to gain sensitive information. These scammers generally operate anonymously overseas, and they are untouchable to the law. They will then try to extract personal information with stories that sound legitimate.
Fall just started, but winter is already creeping up upon us. Canadian Providence, Alberta began to see their first sign of winter early when around 20 centimeters of snow fell on Monday. This affected areas including the booming city of Calgary and the surrounding towns and villages. Snowfall has already made for slick roads and worse visibility, but is expected to clear by tomorrow morning.
But we won't see any snow here in Northeast Ohio, thankfully. I'm not ready to see snow yet.
I'm sure it's not. Definitely not what we have this week. But starting off in Kent, we have a dew point of 32.7 degrees. It is currently 44, but it feels like 46, so it's actually a little warmer. The wind is about southeast at 6 miles per hour. Humidity is about 64%, and the visibility is about 10 miles.
Looking at the next 3 hours, around 12 p.m., it's going to be 62 and sunny. 3 p.m., 69, sunny. And, well, again, at 6 p.m., 66 and sunny. It's a welcome change from the last couple of days. If you guys don't remember, it's been pretty rainy, cold out. But, you know, some people like that.
And now we got some Northeast Ohio temperatures for you guys. In Sandusky, it's about 53 degrees. In Mansfield, it's a little colder at 51. In Worcester, it's looking pretty cold at 46. And then Canton is our second coldest at 43, with Youngstown being very cold at 41, and Kent just sticking around at 46 degrees.
All across Ohio, we're seeing temperatures in the low 50s and mid 50s. So it's coming closer to winter, so maybe grab that winter coat, or if you want to feel a little more stylish, Carhartt jacket. But Logan might disagree with me on that one.
No, I don't. I love a Carhartt jacket. That's all we have for this morning's weather.
Make sure to check in back tonight at 6 for our full forecast.
Now we have some Ohio news that happened across the state.
That's right, we have our correspondent Emilio Hernandez here with the latest. Hi, Emilio.
Hi, guys. Starting off, we have information on Ohio's efforts to clean our rivers. Ohio's been making progress in the efforts to clean up its rivers. On Monday, the Ohio EPA announced the Black River is more than halfway to being fully restored in terms of water quality. The Black River is one of 3 rivers in Ohio considered an area of concern, or AOC, along with the Cuyahoga and Maumee rivers. The improved water quality has helped fish and other local wildlife make a comeback in the river. Canton homeowners living in the Arlington Avenue neighborhood have been living in fear after a series of car and home break-ins. Residents who didn't want to be identified shared home surveillance video of alleged subjects with each other and Canton police in order to officiate an arrest. A second homeowner, who also wished to remain anonymous, said he believes the video confirms it's the same group of teens who have been breaking into cars and homes. If you have info, please contact the Canton Police at 330-649-5800. The Ohio State Highway Patrol has announced that 30 felony arrests were made during its most recent Violence Reduction Initiative, conducted over a 2-day period in Cleveland last week. The operation was a combined effort between the OSHP, the Cleveland Division of Police, and several other local, state, and federal authorities. The OSHP says that in addition to the 30 arrests, a total of 27 illegally possessed firearms were seized and 3 vehicles were recovered. That's all we have for today, folks. For more, go to tv2@kentwire.com and have a great day.
An extremely rare Spider-Man comic just sold for thousands of dollars. How rare was this comic exactly, and why is it worth so much?
The 49ers and Vikings played last night to close out Week 7 of the NFL season. Did the 49ers return to their dominant form? We'll find out after the break.
Portage County.
St. Lawrence Seaway workers are under strike. The halt is suspected to affect cargo shipments immediately along the artery that runs between Montreal and Lake Erie. The SLSMC said that on Friday that it is committed to negotiating in good faith, but it also says progress has been slow and the union's wage demands could lead to higher tolls.
In the Middle East, conflict between Hamas and Israel is still escalating day by day. On Sunday, 2 Israeli female hostages were released from Hamas custody. They were then brought to Aviv's Ichavov Hospital, where they were able to reunite with family and relatives. The 2 both appear to be in decent condition, only suffering minor injuries. The 2 are scheduled to be released sometime this week after undergoing a full physical examination.
Former President Donald Trump is on trial in New York at a $250 million lawsuit. This could alter the personal fortune and real estate empire that helped propel Trump to the White House. Trump and his sons, Eric and Don Jr., and the Trump Organization executives are accused by the New York Attorney General of engaging in a decade-long scheme in which they used numerous acts of fraud and misrepresentation.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Anthony Leonardi, and after a tough loss to the Browns last week, the 49ers look to get back into the win column against the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to get started off with Kirk Cousins. Primetime Kirk getting back at it again. Can he pull off a win? And the Vikings are going to go ahead and get things started. In the first quarter, rookie Jordan Addison is going to catch his first touchdown pass of the night, capping off an 89-yard drive. And the 49ers respond. Star running back Christian McCaffrey finds his way in for 6. Might I add, his 16th straight game with a touchdown. Outstanding numbers from McCaffrey. And right before the half, Kirk Cousins is going to find a familiar face. Jordan Addison rips the ball away, and he runs it in for 6. That's a great play by the young rookie. What a day for him. Once again, Christian McCaffrey making his presence felt. He is going to take this one all the way to the house. Niners are making it a game. But I got to ask, what's going on with Brock Purdy? He's not just going to throw this interception, but he's going to cap off the game with another interception. We don't typically see these performances from the young QB. The Vikings are going to take this one 22-17. And the Kent State women's soccer team clinched their playoff spot against the Toledo Rockets on Sunday, after winning their game with a final score of 4-1. But the Golden Flashes still have one last game before the MAC tournament begins. They travel out to Buffalo, New York to take on the University of Buffalo in their last regular season matchup. You can watch the game on Thursday on YouTube at 3 o'clock. And that's about all I have for you guys this morning. Be sure to check out the newscast tonight at 6 for more on October baseball. I've been Anthony Leonardi. Have a great day, Portage County.
In Wisconsin, a Milwaukee comic store, Collector's Edge Comics, is in serious luck after obtaining a very rare and expensive Spider-Man comic. The comic is very sought after, as it is the first real comic that Spider-Man had ever appeared in. The owner of Collector's Edge mentioned that the comic was obtained off a late family member of a late comic collector. The comic is rumored to retail between $24,000 and $35,000. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all we have for you guys today.
Follow TV2 on Instagram, Meta, and X.
Formerly known as Twitter.
Thanks for watching Portage County.